four, three, two, one.
Welcome. You are listening to Seth Mindcast.
Hello and welcome to Seth Mindcast. My name is Seth Manaz and this is our first episode of Seth Mindcast, the tale of two businessmen. So the first thing I would want to, get forward to you is whenever you are into Seth Mindcast, these podcasts, you need time. Right here, you're going to learn things. Here, you're going to implement things. Here, you're going to meet people of your caliber and upgrade your skills and also get business from this page. So find some time, either you're driving or you're in the office, put your headphones on and listen to Seth Mindcast. Your time is too important to waste. Your time is really important that you watch reels, shorts, and waste your time. This is our time, guys, right? We have unicorn blood now. As in, even if you cut your hand, right, it'll grow back again. So this is the time. You have no second to waste because in this time right now, you can achieve, have, do, or be anything you want. So I need laser focused people with me here, to elevate our businesses, elevate our skills, and elevate our network. This is my least experienced video, I must say, because, all the designs you see is designed by AI, the text, and I kind of had to learn a software to, make this a little appealing for people to hear. With no further ado, let's get into the tale of two businessmen. So 3 years back, I came back to India. I was not in India. I was outside setting up a company and stuff like that. So everybody had a, flash a couple of years back of Corona. It's that reason I came back. I had my personal reasons, so I came back. But here, when I came here, I saw families being demolished, houses being empty with a disease that spread, right? I have seen houses closed down because there was no family member in the house to kind of run it. The whole family kind of died in a day and stuff like that. It was a really, really bad time for all of us. And in this time, I was, trading into the stock market, the CFDs, the Forex trading and stuff like that. So I really knew, when there was Brexit in the UK, we made quite a lot of money because anytime the Brexit news was out, the GBP used to fall like a canary. It used to fall huge and we kind of had to make money on that. So I knew that recession moves markets, right? Whatever stocks I had, I kind of sold everything. It's not like selling, which means I had it and I sold it. No, I invested money for it to fall down, and everything kind of crashed so big. I made a fortune out of it. Not a fortune. Okay, I must say it's a fortune. I must not be so direct. Point to be noted. So made a little bit of money in the Corona crash, and then I had my personal reasons so that I got busy. Now, what happened after Corona? This was a new place for me to, kind of melt in, and I kind of met a lot of people. My father's acquaintances became my friends, and I started running his business, and now he's retired, you can say that. So when you have a chunk of money, right, making money in this 21st century is not that hard. You can make a bunch of money, but sustaining that money is a task. So I read a lot, and there were things where I was like, now I have this sort of money, and how do I go about sustaining that money, keeping that money, and maybe using that money to multiply my income, make that money work for me to make more money. That's the only way you're gonna, increase the amount of money you have in your access. Right? So now what happens was, Vadodara is a small town. Everybody knows everybody. And I kind of know a lot of people in Vadodara. And I met a businessman. As you can see, there's Batman and there is Iron Man. Now, you might take them as superheroes. I take them as two billionaires in their prime and do what they do best, right? So just for an example, I met Batman and wow, this sounds funny, but that's how I want to explain it. I met Batman, and Batman kind of, pitched me something he was doing. So when you have a little bit of money, you become an investor. A lot of people are going to pitch you, hard, which means tell you what you really want to hear so that you invest your money in them. Everybody does that. And, even on social media, when you see there are these, ads that play, which will make you money and invest here, invest in Dubai, invest in Mumbai. We have got new projects and stuff like that. So they kind of have an ad budget, and it's professionally designed for you to invest, right? So it's not going to be that easy. It's not going to be like you give the money and it lands up on your table. It's going to be hard, right? There will be difficulties, achieving that. Even if you have money and you want to, buy something, there's a process in the center which you'll have to go through. So Batman pitched me his project. So I kind of met Iron Man as well. Iron Man pitched me his product. I have a family relationship with Iron Man and Batman. So basically, those two pitched me their best ideas, gave me their best, investment plans. And I kind of came home and I started thinking about, in the investment. So how do you analyze who's going to be true to you? And how do you analyze who's going to betray you? So it's business. Somebody's going to betray you. Somebody's going to make you money. But you'll have to be on a safer side, right? So say I have 100% of the money I made out of somewhere or stock market or whatever, invested somewhere safe where it doubles. So, when I was talking to my brother the other day, and he's like, any amount of money you send to India, it goes for a toss. It never comes back. Now, he's a multi-billionaire, right? And this coming out from his mouth kind of shocked me, saying if he struggles in investing money in India, how am I going to, make money in India, right? That was the whole point. So now I decided that 100% of my money, what I'm going to do is I'm taking out 10% of the money, and I will give 5% to Batman and 5% to Iron Man. Now, what happens here is I don't give the amount they've asked, but I'm giving the amount which I'm comfortable with, doing business. This gradually grows. Now, some people make a mistake of, if Batman comes to you and tells you that this is the business plan and you'll have to invest, he's Batman. He's been there, he's done that, he's never going to be wrong. And what you do is you give 100% to Batman and then hope, pray, raise your hands and, pray that it works out. And if for some odd reason it doesn't work out, and there are reasons, there are such valid reasons, Batman will not work out the investment, you cannot say nothing to Batman and you'll also lose the money, which brings you to ground zero. And after you've gone to ground zero, coming back to that level of the money you have made takes time. And that's wasting the unicorn blood, right? You don't waste the unicorn blood. You can make no mistakes. You can make no mistakes. And some of the people who tell me I don't have money, you guys are brokies. You need to put your foot down, have those horse blades around your eyes and just focus on making money anywhere. Just don't stick to one business and say this business will make me money. No business has survived so long that, it'll give you the money gradually till you die. Nothing have sustained that. So, wherever you find money, look, I was into flipping cars. So I used to buy cars, update them a little bit and get them into the most excellent condition you can, and then flip the car. Now, the people who associate with me, what they do is they put a high margin on the car, and the car sells in 5 years or 2 years or 6 months or 7 months, right? And then they make the amount of money. What my style of business was, I have a car, I have renovated it. I mean, not renovated it, I've made it into a sellable car. Now, if somebody comes down and tells me that this is the price I want to pay, and including the expense, if that car gives me 10,000 rupees of profit, I'm going to sell it off for a reason. What reason? No business has made me 10,000 rupees a day. Then this car, I would have got a lakh from that car, but I don't want it. I'll take the 10. The guy who's taken the car from you is going to be happy, and he's going to share his experience with the people outside and say, this guy gets best cars, there are no problems with the cars XYZ, but also he's got a very good price. So the next time he has a car, you need to buy it. So that's a goodwill, mouth to mouth to somebody else. And I've made 10K today. Now what I can do is I can take that amount, top that 10K, buy a new car and get into the system and then try to sell it. So evaluate the money flowing into your life in a day. Like, has a business paid me 10,000 rupees a day? No, it hasn't. But this car is paying me 10,000 rupees a day. I'm going to set it up. It can be 10, 15, 20, whatever best deals, but do it. Because there are millions of cars out there and there are millions of customers out there. The only thing you need is the little bit of amount of money to get the cars in and set it off. Flipping is the business you need to focus on when you have no money, right? Start flipping from online. Go to OLX, go to Quicker, go to eBay, find a product which is sellable, and you can start with $100. Anything, just flip it for profit. Your mindset should be so fixated on profit, saying I closed the deal with profit. Whatever it is, whatever the profit is, don't count. Just say I've closed it in profit. This builds a habit of you getting into the flipping. Once the flipping part is done, maybe you can do 2 cars, maybe you can do 3 cars, and that's how you can gradually grow. So Iron Man and Batman are 2 real characters. Like, I've met them, but I just don't want to disclose their names so that, everything stays private. But this is an experience I want to share with you. So now what happens is I give 5% to Iron Man, 5% to Batman, and I start to analyze on their words, right? Whatever they have promised me, am I getting that in return, right? So in this situation, what happens is Iron Man gives me 10% of my 5%. So I have not made money, but I've equaled my money. And the next time I invest my money, that goes to Iron Man. If Batman makes me 10% and gives it to me, I invest more money with Batman. Now, one of these, if they fail, I have still sustained my money. And if both of them make me money, I have doubled my money. Listen to this graphics. That's how the whole mindset is. So far, I have been getting updates from Iron Man and Batman both, and the investment is doing really good. Now, what will happen in the future is, if I understand the plan properly and if I understand the investment properly, I would also invest with Batman and also with Iron Man. And this kind of builds gradual trust to invest 100% of my money and believe that, it will double or quadruple with both of them. Now, once either of them have passed your test, you increase 5% and give it to them. And that's how you sustain your wealth with the people who are pitching your business. I'm not saying it's going to be really easy. I'm saying just maintain, sustain, and let your money work for you. Once you're in this flow where your money comes compound, double to you. There's a story. One person was offered a penny which doubles itself every day for a month. Now you do your math and see if you double a penny every day, what happens in a month, right? That's the power of compounding. So I hope you have enjoyed the show, and thank you so much for tuning into Seth Mindcast. I'll leave for now for the first episode. See you in the next one. Thank you so much and have a fabulous day ahead.